Video, let's code and learn together. Today we are solving question number 2, add two numbers in LeetCode. So essentially, they gave us two linked lists, and we need to add the sum of them together into a new linked list and return that linked list. Something to note here is it looks like we're adding 2, 4, and 3, which we are, I guess, but it looks like we're adding 243 to 564. In reality, this is actually going to be 342 and 465 to add up to 807. So that's something to keep in mind. So with this problem, we're going to create a new linked list to push into. So we're going to call this head equals list node. And then we're going to say current is equal to head. So that's initializing our linked list to push into. We're also going to initialize our carry value, which is going to start out as 0. And then we can move into our while loop. So we're going to say while L1 is not empty, or L2 is not empty, or carry is not equal to 0. So these are our conditions. Once we hit one of these conditions, then we will be done. So let's go ahead and get into the actual coding part. So first we need to see what the value of the current node is at L1 and L2. And so we're going to initialize a variable called L1 val is equal to L1 val. And the reason we need to do this is because we need to check, hey, is L1's current node null or none? So say L1 val equals L1.val if L1, which means if L1's not empty. And then if it is empty, we're just going to initialize this to 0. And then same thing for L2 val. All right. Now we can go ahead and say we're going to push in our total value, so we can initialize a variable called total. We're going to say L1 val plus L2 val plus carry. And then we're going to say our carry value is equal to to total module 10. So essentially, like for let's see, this one's not a great example. Yeah, but I mean for 6 and 4 module and 10, so 10 module 10 is going to be 0. If it was 16, it's going to be 6. And then it's going to be our current dot next value. Our carry value is going to be total floor division 10. Let me clean this all up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this is just going to be, so let's say it was 10 or it was 16. So what's going to go to the next is going to be 6, and then the carry is going to be 1. We can see what are the floor division here, and then we're going to say current equals current dot next, because we need to update the value of that, and then we're done. We can return once we've iterated or reached the one of these edge cases. We can go, or one of these conditions, we can go ahead and return head.next, which just returns that linked list that we initialize up here, and we should be good. So let's go ahead and run this. Oh, all right. Oh, you know what? This needs to be a list node. So sorry, list node, and then put that in parentheses so we can actually push this to our linked list. Let's go ahead and run that. All right, current.next. None. Oh, I need to update the value of L2 and L1. Sorry, forgot to iterate that. So we're just having an endless while loop there. So L1 equals L1.next. And we're going to say the same thing if L1 is not empty. Else, we're going to initialize it to none. And then L2 equals L2.next if L2 is not none. Else, we're going to initialize this to none. That should be it. Sorry about that. And perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this works for all the test cases. And it does. We got a decent runtime on that too. So there is my solution. If you guys learned anything or you guys have a better solution, go ahead and leave a comment. If you did like my solution, leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And as always, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one.